Toyota. The brand known for reliability, unkillable rebel pickup trucks, fleets of Ubered Prius cars, millions of boring daily drivers, and of course, practical, fun cars. Thanks to the success of the GT86, Toyota has shifted its focus from producing boring yet reliable crossovers to creating exciting, fun-to-drive sports cars once more. Essentially, the GT86 set the stage for Toyota's current lineup of performance vehicles, including the GR Yaris, GR Corolla, GR Supra, and possibly a rumored new Toyota Celica. Let's talk about the car that saved Toyota of becoming a mediocre car company, the GT86. The GT86 sports car has been a successful thoroughbred by Toyota/Subaru collaboration. Despite its mechanical flaws and shortcomings, the GT86 was hailed as the car that brought Toyota back on track. Since its inception, a lot of fans have loved the thrill and driving experience the GT86 have brought onto the sports car market. But before we discuss on how the GT86 reinvented Toyota's branding, I think it would be fair enough to look at its history and how the GT86 came to be. Now, let's go back to the 80s. The AE86 was a unique car. If you haven't seen the popular Japanese anime about a tofu delivery driver, we'll get into that later. But first, let me tell you more about this car. The AE86 didn't follow traditional setup and was an outlier amongst the Corolla lineup of the 5th generation, with most car manufacturers on that time shifting to front-wheel drive platform, which was done to save production cost. The AE86 remained a rear-wheel drive chassis. In fact, it was the last of the rear-wheel drive Corollas. It was powered by the rally-tested, fuel-injected 1.6-liter twin-cam 16-valve engine commonly known as the 4AGE. The 4AGE generated 124 horsepower and catapults the AE86 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds. In Japan, the AE86 was famously known as the Hachiroku, and it was offered in two body styles, a 2-door notchback coupe and a 3-door liftback coupe. Both versions featured either fixed or pop-up headlights and were part of Toyota's renowned twin-model platform, which included the Corolla 11 and the Sprinter Trueno. For our new car enthusiast,
you talking to me? You talking to me?
You might wonder why we're talking about the AE86 when this video is focused onto the GT86. Although the numerical chassis codes are somewhat similar, the Hachiroku significantly influenced the design of the GT86, though not entirely. Later in the video, we'll explore other cars that also influenced the GT86 and explain why it has become a quintessential Toyota sports car over the past decade. Now back to the AE86. The AE86 during its time seemed like an ordinary car. While everyone was focusing more on gaining horsepower and turbos at the time, Toyota had created something which was a knowingly near-perfect lightweight car. The Irish were the first to recognize the potential of the AE86. In Ireland, where rallying is immensely popular and regulations are more lenient, the AE86 was the favorite when new and continues to be in demand.
To this day!
Teams often import these cars from the UK to address local shortages. In Finland, the AE86 remains a popular choice for rallying, particularly in the F-Cup competition for naturally aspirated two-wheel drive vehicles. The AE86 gained its prominent fame in both racing and pop culture later on, thanks to its impressive racing pedigree and significant influence on media. It achieved notable success in motorsports, especially in drifting and rally racing, largely due to its rear-wheel drive layout, which is uncommon in modern lightweight coupes. In terms of pop culture, the AE86 is well known for its role in the anime series Initial D, where it was famously driven by Takumi Fujiwara, the main protagonist. Notably, Keiji Tsuchiya, the renowned drift king and consultant for Initial D, has also contributed to the AE86 legacy. In real life, Tsuchiya's green carbon fiber bonnet or hood-equipped AE86 has famously outperformed powerful sports cars, beyond its class, like an R34 GTR Skyline on the Tsuge. In addition to its achievements in racing and its influence on popular culture, the AE86 holds a prominent place in Toyota's history because of its impressive sales figures. The model was well received for its driving dynamics, affordability, and distinctive design, which contributed to its commercial success. Over its production span, the AE86 sold in substantial numbers, with an estimated figure of over 360,000 units built. This high sales volume underscores its widespread appeal and the significant impact it had on Toyota's brand during that era. Its popularity not only highlights its success in engaging a broad audience, but also cements its status as an important and influential model in Toyota's automotive heritage. In the mid-2000s, Toyota adopted a conservative strategy for its vehicle lineup, focusing on models that, while financially successful, were often seen as uninspired and unexciting. This approach was a practical response to the shifting market trends of the time. The demand for high-performance sports cars, which had been strong in the 1990s, had significantly declined. Consumers were increasingly drawn to the practical and versatile vehicles such as crossovers and SUVs, which offered more space and utility. As a result of this shift in consumer preferences, Toyota made the difficult decision to discontinue several of its iconic sports cars, including the Mark IV Supra, Celica, and MR2 Spider. These vehicles were once cherished by enthusiasts for their performance and driving dynamics, but as the market moved away from sports cars, continuing their production no longer aligned with Toyota's business objectives. This strategic move risked positioning Toyota as a bland and unremarkable brand, lacking the excitement and appeal that had once defined its sports car heritage. Fortunately, Toyota's management recognized that this approach could jeopardize the brand's identity and appeal among driving enthusiasts. In response, they decided to reassess their strategy and take steps to revive the brand's driver-focused excitement. Toyota appointed Chief Engineer Tetsuya Tada to make the sports car that would save Toyota's reputation on the car industry. Initially, Tetsuya Tada was working on the minivan department conceptualizing a new product, but after being summoned to a meeting with the executives, he was then told, "Forget about minivans. You are now working on the sports car project." And at that moment, Tetsuya just became the captain of the new sports car project of Toyota.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
In his initial research, Tetsuya Tada believed that the key to a successful sports car was to focus primarily on achieving exceptional speed and record-breaking lap times. He envisioned a high-performance vehicle that would set new benchmarks in the automotive world. However, upon consulting with various car enthusiasts and experts, Tada encountered a different perspective. The enthusiasts he spoke with did not prioritize sheer speed or lap records. Instead, they expressed a deep appreciation for classic models like the Nissan Silvia and Toyota AE86. For these enthusiasts, the driving experience was far more important than raw performance benchmarks. They valued the engaging and enjoyable nature of driving, as well as the simplicity and ease of maintenance of these older sports cars. This feedback highlighted that a successful sports car should offer more than just speed. It needed to provide a joyful driving experience and be manageable from a maintenance perspective. This insight shifted Tada's focus towards creating a car that combined driving pleasure with practicality, rather than just chasing performance records. Tetsuya Tada observed that the sports car cherished by most enthusiasts were typically rear-wheel drive models with a front-engine layout. Additionally, he recognized that the need for the new sports car to have a distinctive cool factor. He also emphasized the importance of a low profile to ensure good aerodynamics while meeting pedestrian safety regulations. At that time, Toyota's engines were fairly large. About 2 years prior, Toyota had acquired a stake in Subaru, which granted them access to Subaru's technology, including the modern Boxer engine. The Boxer engine was initially considered as one of the potential powertrains for the GT86, along with the rotary engine. However, due to its stricter emission regulations, the rotary engine was abandoned in favor of the Boxer engine. We in JDM Lifeline have no issue with the Boxer engine, but in terms of reliability, it isn't exactly the most dependable option. Toyota might have been better off using their own traditional 4-cylinder engine, especially considering that Lotus was using it to power the Elise Cup 250. However, we are happy to be proven wrong. Let us know in the comments what you think should have been the best engine for the 86. At this point, the flat-4 Boxer engine had become the definitive choice for the new sports car, solidified by the collaboration between Toyota and Subaru. The engine's low profile and suitability for Tada's sports car project were significant factors. Moreover, Toyota was initially drawn to the Boxer engine as it reminded them memories of their 1960s sports car, the S800, which featured a flat-2 engine layout. Interesting fact, Subaru could not believe that the new sports car project wasn't a 4-wheel drive nor sporting a turbocharged engine. But when the prototype was created based from a Subaru legacy, it always came back from Subaru engineers with bold rear tires. Were they having that much fun? The Toyota GT86 was released in 2012. The GT86, alongside its counterparts the Scion FRS in North America and the Subaru BRZ's sibling, made a significant impact in its first year of production. It received numerous prestigious awards, including Top Gear's Car of the Year, Performance Car of the Year, and Japan Car of the Year, among others.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
These awards emphasize the GT86 philosophy that less is more. The car's minimalist yet effective design resonated with enthusiasts and critics alike. The multiple awards translated into impressive sales figures, even in a market dominated by SUVs and crossovers. From 2012 to 2021, a total of 79,667 Toyota GT86/FRS units were sold in the US alone. This success demonstrated a strong demand for straightforward, no-nonsense sports cars, proving that there is still a significant market for such vehicles despite prevailing trends. Like many new vehicles, the Toyota GT86 experienced some initial issues that required attention. For the 2012 and 2013 models, a potential problem with the valve train was identified. Specifically, if a valve spring were to break, it could cause the engine to stall while driving and potentially fail to restart, posing a safety concern. Thankfully, Toyota addressed this issue by issuing a recall to rectify the problem. The notable issue emerged with the 2022 and newer GT86 models, involving RTV, room temperature vulcanizing sealant obstructing the main oil pickup gallery. This blockage can lead to oil starvation, which in severe cases could result in engine failure. Testing has revealed that during track days, particularly in high-speed right turns, there are instances of oil pressure loss. Toyota has not issued a recall for this problem, since it does not present an immediate safety risk to drivers. To mitigate this issue, it is necessary to remove the oil pan and clear the RTV obstructing the oil pickup gallery. Additionally, some aftermarket companies made some studies and they suggested installing a baffle plate before reinstalling the oil pan to help reduce oil pressure loss during high-speed right turns. While this modification can decrease the frequency of oil pressure issues, it does not entirely eliminate the risk.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
The upcoming Toyota GT86 is rumored to undergo some exciting updates under the hood. Reports suggest that the new model might replace the Subaru-developed Boxer engine with a 1.6-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine from the Toyota GR Corolla. This new engine is anticipated to be paired with a dual-clutch single-motor hybrid system, potentially producing a combined output of 320 to 330 horsepower. Furthermore, the new GT86 may feature a revised platform, potentially a short-wheelbase version of the Lexus IS platform, while retaining its rear-wheel drive layout. These updates could significantly enhance both performance and efficiency, making the GT86 even more attractive to driving enthusiasts. What do you think of the new GT86 using the engine of the GR Yaris/Corolla? For us, the combination would be ideal. The inclusion of a turbocharger promises that much needed performance output, which we definitely needed on the older 86. That power package in a more compact size, courtesy of its 3-cylinder engine, will ensure better agility and push the Toyota efficiency. This setup strikes a perfect balance between power and practicality, making it an excellent choice for those who value quick response, balance, and handling, which are the key attributes of the 86 lineage. I think the only thing that Toyota and the GR team needs to keep in mind is that putting this age-old engine into an 86 body, which in essence is a completely different layout as compared to their previous GR Yaris and Corolla, would definitely need purposeful tweaks in the overall design to attain that desired output and balance. How that looks like, that's something we might keep an eye on. I'm pretty sure that it might sound easy on paper and theory, but it would definitely be challenging to perfect the execution process. We'll be keeping a close eye on the GT86 development, and if you want to be updated on all of this, subscribe to the channel so you wouldn't miss out on all the latest JDM news and analysis. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.